Today is Holy Saturday. It's the day sandwiched between the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, where God allowed all of creation to live without answers. And I really believe that the meaning behind this day and the significance of this day can really help you today in your faith journey and in your relationship with Jesus. Holy Saturday was a day of silence and confusion. I always wonder if the disciples and followers of Jesus were even able to get out of bed on that day, and the crush and the defeat and the grief and the pain and the shock they were living with. And we don't know much about this day because the Bible doesn't speak much about this day. But we know that on the next day, Easter Sunday, when Jesus goes and finds and appears to his followers, he finds them hiding in a room. John 20:19 says they were hiding in a room, locked in a room, when Jesus finds them. And this is likely the case because they were fearing for their lives that their enemies would come and crucify them as well. They were scared and no doubt profoundly confused as well, wrestling through some very questions that they had about Jesus and everything that had transpired. Like, had Jesus been the Messiah, or was he merely just a prophet? Were they cruelly misled for the last 3 years of their life, something that they devoted their lives to full time, and now it's all just coming to an end, and end it in such an abrupt way? You know, what about all the miracles that Jesus did? Didn't he even raise Lazarus from the dead? Surely he could have raised himself or prevented himself from dying. Hadn't he predicted or said something about this? And then there's the question of, how does God, a loving God, permit his own son to be crucified? And so on Saturday, they were still processing and wrestling with Friday in silence and confusion. There was, there was no this idea, but Sunday is coming and looking forward to the resurrection. And yet, here's the thing: if we stop and think about it, Holy Saturday is where most of us live the most of our lives, waiting for God to speak. What is Holy Saturday? It's the no man's land between the questions and answers, prayers uttered to God and the miracles to come. It's where we wait and live with a mixture of faith and doubt. It's where we ask the question that the disciples asked on this day: where is God now? Or why does God seem silent? And if that's where you find yourself today, know this: the Bible leaves us in no doubt whatsoever that God's silence does not mean God's absence. Even when God is silent, it doesn't mean that he's absent. He is always actively present in our lives, and he's always working all things together for our good and his glory. And the tension of Holy Saturday is to jump ahead and say, Sunday is coming. We try to find and make meaning simply where there is none yet. Yes, Sunday is coming, but for now, we trust God when he seems silent. And we ask God to help us be more okay with not being okay, to be more, to have more courage with being vulnerable, and for more grace to live with mess for now. I want to thank you again for watching this video, and we invite you to celebrate Easter Sunday with us tomorrow, where it will be live on Facebook at 10 a.m. We encourage you to watch, share the service, let us know you're watching, and say hello to everyone in the comments of the video.